Coming up on this edition of Community Insider, as we continue our tall tales, we are going behind the scenes of Rigor Mortis, one of the scariest places on earth, and also the tall tales behind the scenes.
So now it's time for us to take a little behind the scenes of the magic of the haunted house. We're open select nights, September to November, every Friday, Saturday, and then comes October, every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and the week of Halloween every night. Let's come in and see what's new for this year. Let's do it.
And more behind the scenes from Tisha Emberton as we explore behind the scenes of the most magical place on earth, Tennessee's premier magic show. It's Jordan Winton and the Magic Theater in McMinnville, Tennessee. That and much more is coming up on this edition of Community Insider.
Mr. Jordan Winton, he is a grand illusionist of the Magic Theater, and he's going to show us a trick or two here at the Magic Theater.
Well, thank you so much. I'm so excited to be able to bring a little bit of magic to you guys today. And as you know, the show is a 90-minute grand illusion show. You can expect many different things, such as some close-up magic, as well as like making big objects appear and disappear. Now, I'm not going to make you levitate today,
okay,
but instead we're going to do something really cool.
Welcome to another edition of Community Insider. Join us as we travel Middle Tennessee, uncovering history and experiencing the adventure of unique stories and events coming to you inside your community.
Thank you for tuning in to this edition of Community Insider. We're out here at Rigor Mortis at the Plaza Shopping Center in McMinnville, Tennessee. This is Mr. Jordan Winton. He is the Grand Illusionist and Grand Scarer. And he's going to show us some behind the scenes here at Rigor Mortis. There's 2 levels of haunted houses. And what is this special edition of this year's story?
Yeah, so it's 40,000 square feet of scares, or scare feet as we like to call it. 2 haunted houses, 1 upstairs and 1 underground. You might have never knew this was right in your backyard here in McMinnville, Tennessee. This year's 2 themes are Abracadabra, which is about this crazy magician and his realistic illusions, and they're so real that they are real, and that's what's scary. And you go through a theater with moving floors, a town, you get to see so much, I'm not going to give it all away. Downstairs theme, which is underground, is the Jane Doe. And the tagline is "Say my name," and all she really wants you to know is her story and her name. This body gets brought here to the McMinnville mortuary, and she has a stab wound in her chest. No one knows her story or anything. The autopsy person takes pictures of the body to file on evidence, but yet mysteriously the pictures don't develop. The files go missing. Her body gets put back in the morgue for the night. After it comes back out, it has repaired itself. Some might call her a witch, some might call her something else, but who knows? Maybe if you get to brave enough to make it through Rigor Mortis, you might find out her name and her story.
That sounds amazing. So this year's Rigor Mortis, come on down. What is the website where they can find and buy tickets?
Yes, so you go to www.rigormortishauntedhouse.com. You can purchase tickets online for any of our events, whether it's the Magic of Jordan Winton, the Haunted House, as well as you can come to our box office that opens at 7 p.m. each night to purchase tickets as well. Wait times do vary. So we have 2 ticket options. We have our general admission as well as our Fast Pass. The Fast Pass grants you access to immediate entry to the haunted house, so you might wait less than 5 minutes versus waiting in line. and it's the same experience, but it truly is a convenience. We recommend highly to come early in the September months. If you want to come in October, don't worry, you're going to get the greatest scare ever. But crowds do pick up as time goes on, so make sure to follow our social medias at Rigor Mortis Haunted House on Instagram and Facebook for all of those updates.
And so tell me about the different illusions or monsters, if you will. Tell me how all of this strung together.
Well, you know, it all starts with an idea, and it all starts at a childhood memory. And as you know, this has been a love of mine for many, many, many years. As a kid, Halloween is a magical time of the year. And to be able to bring that here is truly a gift that I've been able to work on and fulfill. And it's very, 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 very fulfilling to do, to say the least. But the haunted house in general is one of those things that's a love, and it's like I never work a day in my life. So, yeah.
So does your dad help you put together some of the illusions and monsters in the gallery here?
Yeah, so the haunted house consists of a lot of things. We have some magic aspects of it. You will see some illusions right before your eyes that are truly unbelievable. You'll see some high quality scares. You'll see set detail, lighting, sound. The sound you will feel. We have a state-of-the-art sound system in here. It's not on right now, but trust me, you'll know when it's on. My father helps me so much in this. We come in here, me and my father, and we build these sets by hand. Everything is built by hand, carved by foam, put together with a lot of detail and attention. And it truly is like you're walking through a movie set, and I hope you experienced a little bit of that today.
Absolutely.
And without him, with the mechanics and stuff and all the inner workings, this wouldn't be possible. So my father and my mother, they help so much with this. But don't get me wrong, there is 30, 40 people that make this happen on a nightly basis. After everything's said and done, it takes about 50 staff members to run this facility. And it's to provide you the most easiest, fun, and memorable experience we can, because that is our highest mission here.
Thank you so much, Jordan. And we invite you to come on down here to the Plaza Shopping Center for Rigor Mortis Haunted House. Happy Halloween, guys.
Happy Halloween. So throughout Rigor Mortis, one thing that we've been known for in the haunted house community and have been recognized for among many awarders, as well as in the community and people that just visit, is the realistic detail. We create these amazing scenes by having Hollywood studios that build these monsters that create lifelike, realistic animations, as well as stuff just to set the scene. And all throughout Rigor Mortis, you will find some quite crazy stuff that is so realistic it's going to be hard to tell what's real and what's not. So, Rigor Mortis, we have over 50 or 60 scenes here, and some say that the place, employees or staff say that the place has paranormal activity, but that's for you to find out. I will tell you a few interesting things about the haunted house. We have collected movie memorabilia from Green Mile, as well as some of the famous movies that are mainstream, as well as some real equipment here. So this is our autopsy room in the haunted house. As you can see, the morgues, the bodies, the heads, very morbid. But these tables are all from the Nashville Metro Hospital, and they have all been used, the caskets as well. So if you're into that kind of thing, you came to the right place. We got quite a bit of crazy stuff here. Well guys, I hope you've enjoyed this little behind the scenes tour of Rigor Mortis. We don't want to give away all of our secrets, but we do want to tell you that you don't have to travel to a far, far place away to see a haunted house of this caliber. We brought the best in detail, the best scares, some of the great actors here to McMinnville, Tennessee, and it really has been a very rewarding experience to serve this community with a type of experience like no other. So we are very happy and proud to call this home. And now you know, living right here on the strip at the McMinnville Plaza is 40,000 square feet of one of America's best and scariest haunted houses. And it has been my pleasure to give you this tour. My name is Jordan. And if you ever have any questions, please visit our website at rigormortishauntedhouse.com, jordanwintonmagic.com, or call the numbers listed on our Google sites and follow us on all of our social medias. And we cannot wait to scare you here at Rigor Mortis Haunted House. We'll see you soon. Happy Halloween, guys. Gotcha. So all of our actors here, they're going to get you one way or the other. This is, like says, the downstairs Jane Doe, and all she wants you to know is her name and her story, and you might find it out if you come visit us at Rigor Mortis this year. But be watching around every corner, because where you least expect it, that's where they'll get you.
We hope you're enjoying the program, and we want to hear from you, maybe for some show ideas or for more information about what we do and how we can tell your next story. Give us a call today at 931-409-7151, or simply just email us at communitytvtn, all one word, at gmail.com, or check out our website at www.communitytvtn.com. We would love to hear from you. Send us your email, communitytvtn@gmail.com.
Thank you for tuning in to this edition of Community Insider. With me is Grand Master Illusionist Jordan Winton. We're here at the Magic Theater in McMinnville, Tennessee. So tell me, Jordan, how did you come to McMinnville and spread the joy of magic?
Well, thank you for the grand introduction. Very sweet of you. You know, it all starts with a dream, and that dream has been a lifelong kind of situation for me where I just love to make people happy. To be an entertainer is not only to be in front of someone, but there's so many ways to entertain people. And McMinnville, out of all places, is the number one question I get asked. Well, I think it's a great home base to build the perfect Grand Illusion show for Middle Tennessee. And it's so close to surrounding counties, and every county needs a little bit of magic in it.
And how long have you been doing magic?
Well, professionally and interest-wise, professionally I've been performing Grand Illusions for the last 3 or 4 years. And it all started back when I was a kid. But I've always had that little hobby for magic and that little niche, so it's always been there. I just kind of figured out that this is something I want to do in my life.
And what was your very first magic trick? Do you remember?
Yeah, back when I was probably 7 or 8 years old. It's the cliche magician story, I promise. I got a magic kit, and it all stemmed from there. That magic kit was all inspiring to me. It brought me a lot of wonder and joy, and I think that at that age group, you know that magic's not necessarily what you see, but you still have enough imagination to believe in it. And that's what captured me. And from there, that magic kit really just kind of stemmed on, and it just made it work, honestly.
And how did you grow in magic?
Well, you know, the thing is the magic kit inspired me as a kid, but where it really got to be very inspiring for me was to figure out how to make other people happy through the magic and tell a story. In the world of magic, being able to tell a story is very captivating to an audience and being able to relate to people. So I think the biggest growth point was switching over from that small box of a magic kit to Grand Illusions. And through Grand Illusions, I can tell some great stories from my childhood that many people can relate to.
And you have the ability to levitate people, is that true?
That is true, that is true. You know, throughout the show, you can experience so many different things. You can experience levitations, you can experience disappearance, reappearance, large objects appearing and disappearing, just some death-defying tricks, a lot of crazy things. But levitation is actually one of those terms in magic that whenever you come to a magic show, you expect that to go with a magic show, and we definitely have levitation in the show.
And so who is your mentor in magic?
Well, yeah, so Terry Evanswood is my mentor in magic, and I'm very thankful to be the protege of him. You know, in the world of magic, there's a lot to learn, and every day we're still learning. I can speak for myself. I've learned so much over a short amount of time, and I'm still learning every day. And Terry has been that great mentor that has helped me navigate the waters in the magic world, because it's definitely a niche in the industry. And he has toured all across America and the world through cruise ships, had his show in Vegas, as well as the longest running headlining show in Magic in Pigeon Forge. So I'm very, very blessed to have a great mentor in the world of magic.
So would you consider magic to be a science, an art, or a mystery?
That's a good question. Very good question. I think it's a combination of everything. Behind every magic or illusion, there can be a method. And I think that's why I love magic, is because it includes all three of those. It's an art, it's a mystery, and it's science. I enjoy the aspect of figuring out how to bring to life this crazy vision, but in a reality world. And then the art of presenting it is really, really a showcase to each performer in the magic world. Everybody has their own little style. And I think that through being able to tell stories, I've developed a style that I really enjoy to present to people. And as far as mystery, I think when you come to a magic show, I think it's definitely great if people come in with an open mind and are not so worried about how it's done, because that's my job. That's what I get paid to do. But in order to enjoy a magic show, come in with that mindset of just watch and enjoy, escape the world and escape reality, because we need that more than ever now. And that's where the mystery comes from.
And I've seen you bring some children and some unexpected women or men to come up on stage and join you for a magic trick. So they become a part of the show, correct?
Yeah, I'm always looking for new victims. I mean, volunteers. No, it's definitely a very audience-driven show. I feed off the audience and they feed off the show. So we give to each other during our 90 minutes together. And when we're performing, I think it's just so amazing to have an individual that came to this show that is absolutely scared to death, stage frightened, to come up on stage, because I'm not going to put somebody in the spotlight to pressure them. It's going to be fun for everybody. And to have volunteers come on stage and perform these crazy illusions right in front of their eyes, feet away, is really a fun aspect of the show.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. Maybe I'll become one of your victims here in a while. So tell me about, you trip to Vegas. You got to meet David Copperfield. What was that like?
Well, I love Vegas, first off. Vegas is the magic capital of the world in my books, because there's so many magicians there that are all inspiring to the magic industry. And David Copperfield was a very blessed moment to be able to meet him. I've always looked up to different magicians throughout the years. David and his storytelling aspect have definitely inspired my show. I'm sure you'll see some things in it that you can tell were inspired from different illusionists. And David, whenever I went and seen his show for the first time, I knew that I wanted to also tell stories about my personal dreams and my personal ideas that I had created in the world of magic. So meeting David was definitely on the bucket list, and I'm very thankful to have created a lot of great friends in the magic world. And it's a very small, tight community, and I love that I can be a part of it.
Wonderful. And we're so thankful that you're here in the beautiful city of McMinnville, Tennessee. And are you originally from here?
I'm not from McMinnville, but I am from Middle Tennessee. And being able to perform basically close to my hometown is really, it's really a gift, because the community has shown so much support in the magic show. I've been very fortunate to have different people from different states, all from surrounding counties, come and fill up the seats every night that the show is running in order to give people the best show possible. And it really does feed the show when people are coming and enjoying what you're doing, because there's not as much entertainment, in some places, and to be able to bring a little bit of that and a little bit of magic to McMinnville has been very fulfilling, to say the least.
And we want to also talk about something that is also giving you a little bit of scared I heard that you're the scare master here. You've got some something backstage?
Yeah. No snakes in the show, I promise. We don't do that. No, here at the Magic Theater, it's located in the Met Memorial Plaza, but it's actually underground. We built this theater especially for magic, for this 90-minute Grand Illusion show. But behind some of these walls, there's something a little bit more scarier, as you would say, and that is Rigor Mortis Haunted House. So originally in 2019, we created Rigor Mortis, and it is a 40,000 square feet, or scare feet as I call it.
Scare feet, I love it.
Haunted attraction that has movie quality sets, over 40 live actors a night, and full animations, a crazy sound system, lighting. I mean, you're going to be fully immersed like you would be in your greatest horror movies that you might love. All originally designed, and each theme changes. So there's 2 haunted houses, one upstairs, one underground. And you will journey through this walkthrough and hopefully get scared. If not anything, have fun.
And I understand also that your parents, your family help out with your also your haunted house and the magic show. Is that correct?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
My mom and dad have been such a big role into supporting my dreams, and by doing so, I'm very thankful that when you come to this magic show, whenever we're open, if you get a chance, you will meet my mom at the ticket area, assisted by my best friend Colt, who's always up there helping seat people, get you concession, whatever you might want, they're here for you. And backstage, my dad has definitely been a big help to me. He's the type of guy that if something's wrong, he can figure out a solution. Very, very handy. Just in my own terms, humbly saying he's a genius in a lot of ways. And he helps me backstage every night with the rest of the crew, move stuff onto the stage, pull stuff off, as I like to say, the magic behind the magic.
That's wonderful. And Rigor Mortis, it's almost like walking onto a movie set. All of the digital surround sound, everything, all of the animation. Oh wow!
Well,
It's something unlike anything that you'll see here in Tennessee, and it's deemed as the scariest haunted house. Is that correct?
We've been, recognized by different reviewers, peers in the community, as well as just the general public as scariest haunted house in Tennessee, the most elaborate. We've gotten all these titles because we truly want to deliver a production of a show where you're not only getting scared, but you're also seeing these crazy immersive environments. So whatever aspect we can, we try to hit it, and fortunately we've had a lot of great receiving reviews from the haunted house, so thank you for that. Hello everyone, my name is Jordan Winton, and I am a magic illusionist here in the heart of Minville, Tennessee at the Magic Reimagined Theater. You might have not knew this was at your back door, however, there's 90 minutes of pure grand illusions awaiting for you. Come visit us here in Minville at the Magic Reimagined Theater at the Magic of Jordan Winton. So now it's the time we've all been waiting for. I get to take you a little bit behind the magic, and the first part of it is when you step through the glass doors, you're going to be into another world beyond reality. Welcome to the Magic Reimagined Theater, where you're back in the Gilded Age, where everything is red, gold, crystal, and chandelier. So underground here, upon entering the theater, you will see different pictures adorning the walls, from great magicians of the past, such as Carter, Keller, Thurston, Houdini, and many, many more. All of these magicians have had some part of inspiration, not only to me, but many people in the magic world. But you will catch these as you come into the theater, and then if we go this way, this is where you'll get your tickets. Over here, it's this section of the theater where I get to meet and greet with each and every one of you that comes and see the show. It's actually my favorite part of the show because I get to learn about you, and I also get to learn what you enjoyed about the show, so we can deliver a better show each and every time. But you're probably wondering what all these cases and some of this stuff you might see around the theater. There's a couple illusions that I have setting out, and these are all touring pieces that have magic tricks in them. So no matter when you come and see the show, whether you've seen it before or you might be seeing it next month. The show is always evolving and changing to keep it fresh for the audience here. And if you're ever wondering, this is what I put my assistant in when she does great, and this is what I put her in when she does bad. I'm just kidding. She's absolutely amazing, and I can't wait for you to meet her and see the amazing magic we create here. As well as these posters right here were actually designed around the older posters from some of the great magicians in the older days, who such as Carter, Houdini, and etc. And then this was a piece that has been all around the world that has been used in my sawing in half, and it's a very unique part of the illusion, because most magicians, when they saw a girl in half, use like a regular saw, and we needed a big buzz saw. And yes, if you're wondering, it is definitely real. And as you know, the show is a 90-minute grand illusion show. You can expect many different things, such as some close-up magic, as well as like making big objects appear and disappear. Now, I'm not gonna make you levitate today,
Okay.
But instead we're gonna do something really cool. So welcome to the theater. This year's show is themed around my childhood memory of my attic. And as you know, the attic can hold so many things. It can have childhood memories, as well as things that we didn't even know we had. And I brought a couple things from my attic at my house to share with you guys of how some of the most ordinary objects can be the most extraordinary. So let's start by showing you this. This was my table that was, oh, she's a little bit heavy. My table that was in my living room as a kid. And this table is very, very special to me because it's something so ordinary, but we're gonna do something extraordinary. So all I need you to do is just grab a hold of the tassels. Not my tassels, that's the midnight show. Go ahead and grab yours.
Okay.
And we're gonna just really, really concentrate, okay?
Okay.
And I want you to not constipate, but concentrate with me. Everyone at home too, take a deep breath and let's try this.
All right. Oh my God.
Right in front of your eyes.
Oh my word.
And now I just need you to let go of the tassels and wave your hands over the top of the table. Oh, you broke the string. I'm just kidding. Let's try it again. Here we go.
Okay.
Should we give them a little peeky underneath the table? Let's do that. Whoa, sometimes it gets out of hand. Okay, Tisha, on the count of 3, you're gonna have to let go. Ready, 1, 2, and 3.
Oh wow. That is amazing. Wow.
And remember that some of the most ordinary objects can be some of the most extraordinary.
Wow. Is it magic, science, or a mystery? You decide. Join us here at the Magic Theater, located at the Plaza Shopping Center in McMinnville, Tennessee. Where can we get tickets?
You can get tickets on jordanwintonmagic.com or at our box office that's located here in the theater. And thank you so much. It has been my pleasure to give you guys a tour of the Magic Theater. And until then, keep the magic alive. Thank you so much. Well guys, it has been my pleasure to take you on a tour of the Magic Theater and bring a little bit of magic into your house today. But I do want to leave you with this. If you ever get to come see the show, I would be so happy to have you in the audience and maybe have you as my next volunteer, sorry. But we're gonna have a great time. We're performing the show all throughout the year, the remainder of 2022, as well as hopefully bringing back a new show in 2023. So make sure to get your tickets. Tickets can be purchased on jordanwintonmagic.com, or you can simply come into the doors the night of the theater. They open 40 minutes prior to showtime to get your tickets. If there's any left, I would recommend going online to order your tickets. But nevertheless, please keep the magic alive. And until then, my name is Jordan, and have a great night.